about 4.5 billion years ago. Imagine the solar system, full of dust and gas swirling around the young sun. In this chaotic cloud, small particles started sticking together, forming bigger clumps. Over time, one of these clumps became what we now know as Earth. At this point, Earth was a hot, molten mess, a giant ball of fire. There were no oceans, no mountains, and definitely no life. It was a hostile, hellish environment. But wait, how did we get the moon? Around 4.5 billion years ago, Earth was hit by a Mars-sized object. This collision caused debris to fly out into space, and over time, that debris came together to form the moon. Imagine that, a massive impact that changed the course of history, creating our closest celestial neighbor. The moon has been influencing Earth ever since, from the tides to stabilizing our planet's rotation. Fast forward to around 3.8 billion years ago, the Earth started cooling down enough for oceans to form. The atmosphere was still toxic, but somewhere in these early oceans, life began. The first forms of life were microscopic organisms, tiny bacteria, and single-celled creatures. These tiny beings didn't just survive, they thrived, and over millions of years, they changed the planet forever. One of the most important events in Earth's history happened about 2.4 billion years ago. You might have heard of it, the Great Oxygenation Event. The tiny microbes known as cyanobacteria began producing oxygen through photosynthesis, and this changed everything. The Earth's atmosphere went from being rich in methane and carbon dioxide to having oxygen, which allowed life to evolve into more complex forms. If it weren't for this event, we wouldn't have the breathable atmosphere we enjoy today. As Earth's atmosphere changed, life followed suit. Around 600 million years ago, multicellular life started to emerge. Simple animals like sponges and jellyfish appeared in the oceans, but this was just the beginning. Fast forward to around 500 million years ago, during the Cambrian explosion, life exploded in diversity. Fish, arthropods, and early plants began to evolve rapidly, and the stage was set for all the life forms we know today. Fast forward to about 250 million years ago, and we enter the era of the dinosaurs. The Mesozoic era was dominated by these giant reptiles. From the fierce Tyrannosaurus rex to the long-necked Brachiosaurus, dinosaurs ruled the Earth for over 180 million years. But life on Earth has never been permanent. About 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid hit the Earth, causing the extinction of the dinosaurs and opening the door for mammals to rise to prominence. After the dinosaurs' extinction, mammals began to thrive. From tiny mouse-like creatures, they grew into the diverse animals we know today. Around 200,000 years ago, Homo sapiens, the first humans, appeared in Africa. We started as hunter-gatherers, but over time we learned to farm, build cities, and eventually create civilizations. And here we are today, living in a world where technology and nature constantly interact. Now, looking ahead, what does the future of Earth hold? We know the Earth's climate is changing, and there are many mysteries still to be uncovered. Will humans continue to thrive on this planet? Will we find a way to protect Earth's delicate ecosystems? Or will we have to leave Earth and find a new home among the stars? No one knows for sure, but one thing's for certain. The history of Earth is still unfolding, and we're part of that story. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the history of Earth.